Okay, the question that I'm going to answer today about the home buying process is, can you buy a home with no down payment? And yes, you can. I've had buyers recently who came to the closing table with no money. So let's talk about how you do that. Okay. There's really only two loan programs that are both backed by the government, and they both require no money down. And that is the USDA loan, which has to be in a certain rural area, and then a VA loan, which is for veterans and active military members. So both of those require no money down. So if you qualify for one of those programs, or the property that you're searching for qualifies for one of those programs, that's awesome. That would be a true $0 down payment. But most loan types do require down payment. So in Missouri, we have a great down payment assistance program that will cover up to 4% of the purchase price towards the down payment. And that is how you essentially don't have to use your own money. There's a couple stipulations, and I would recommend that we have a conversation, if that's the right loan type for you, or have the conversation with your lender. But then the question is, okay, well, who's going to pay the closing costs? Because closing costs are a big chunk, and I made another video of explaining the closing costs and who pays for the closing costs. But the buyer is ultimately responsible for the closing costs unless you have a good buyer's agent that knows how to write an offer that will get the seller to pay for your closing costs. And that's what I do in a lot of cases. We either bump the purchase price up to cover your closing costs, or if the house has been on the market for a while, the sellers might be a little more incentivized to cover your closing costs. So that is how that is done. But to answer the question, yes, you can buy a home coming to the closing table with no money.